Welcome to part 2 of this look at a lot of new mods with a lot of options on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 2 of the mods for Thursday the 3rd of April. I tried so hard to get it into one part. I thought there's 27 mods, we'll be fine, we'll whiz through this. But as I said at the start of part 1, there's no buildings, no productions, nothing like that. It was mostly vehicles and machinery. However, some of the packs we had today, most of the packs we had today, had so many options. It's just taking time. At the end of the day, that's it. So we're going to start where we left off, part 1, with these. The John Deere 84X series by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau, 50.02 megabytes download. We've got the 843L and the 848L. 18 slots and 17 slots respectively. Now these are the base game 84 series, but with some extra embellishments, colour options and choices, a couple of little tweaks here and there. But I have to say again, these do look good. I mean, look at that. That's with the Ollisfors on there. You don't have to have them in blue. You have them as like that. It's like almost like snow chains. I just think it looks absolutely wild. So these you'll find under your forestry equipment. With these will be just there. So our whole upstairs. So there's the John Deere 843L base game version, 310,500, and that'll do up to a 58 centimetre tree. Not so with this one. So here we are, the 843L2. This goes up to 100 centimetre trees. Nice. So we've got 270 horsepower or 550. We've got BKT, Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, Ollisfors, and then back to BKT. So again, various different ones on these. We've got standards, wides, twins, front, twins, rear, back to standard on pretty much all of them. I'm going to go back to the Ollisfors. We've got EcoTrack, Evo Baltic, EX, Kovacs, Magnum, ProGrip, and then we've got, ProGrip F, ProGrip U, and then XL, F, XL on the U, which I think I went for that one because it was a big old tyre as well. And then back to the Eco Track. Under the Mitre, standard, so the windows, Mitre was just wide, Michelin was just wide, Trelleborg, standard, right. Front twin, rear twin, yeah. Back to there, which is very, very cool. And I keep saying it's very, very cool. There's some very, very cool mods today. They're all awesome. Windows, you've seen already, standard or tinted if you want the tinted. Then main colour, you can kind of see what the main colour is. Design colour, we'll just change that so you can see what changes. There you go. That's your front harvester head. Ollisfors, if you've gone for the Ollisfors, that can change the colour of the blue. That's how I changed the chain. Rim colour option, I think that's it. Rim colour option on there as well. Then we come out of there and we come to our forwarders. So there's your standard base game version there. And we come out here. Now this says, I'm pretty sure, on there that says 15 tonne. I think that's for the grab. This one says 60 tonne. That one is a 281 horsepower standard. This one, not so. So we've got 281 horsepower or a 590 horsepower weapon. Brand, BKT, Mitas, Ollisfors. Not all the other ones, just those on these. And then with this we've got standard, wides, twins all round. So there's no front or rear twin options, it's twins all round. Back, and then like I say, if you go for the Ollisfors option, there's all the various different ones with twins, and very cool indeed. Let's come back off there. We've got window tint, main colour again, you can kind of see where this is going. Design colour does the rear claw. Let's pick one that stands out. Let's go blue, there you go. There's your rear claw. Ollisfors if you've gone for rim colour option, if you've gone for it. So this, we've got raise and lower, manual, tilt, turn on the tree saw, which does your tree saw for your harvesting. And like I said, this will go up to 100 centimetre tree, so it goes much bigger. What we've also got is when you've done what you're doing, if you're on your way back to your tree and you're trying to find that point, that level to get back to, if you just press arm basic position, which is X, it goes boom, straight back to where you need it for cutting the next tree. What a clever bit of kit. How useful is that? Did we have doors and windows? I don't think we did on this. Oh yes, that's what I want to show you. The pendulum. So we've got pendulum lock on this as well. So if we go over this big bump here, you'll notice, look. It all seems pretty fixed in place. There's a little bit of movement, but not a huge amount. So if I now go to there, where it says steering mode, pendulum lock, L3, so lock off. Now we go over that. Watch what happens. So your suspension, your axles will then actually move around and over it. They will adjust to the angle rather than the whole thing staying. Look at the back now. It's twisted and angled rather than staying stiff and in place, which is very cool. I don't need to show you cutting down a tree, do I? I mean, it cuts down trees. That's what it's designed to do. What else have we got? I think that's it. The options on that. Interior. Oh, camera angles. We've got that angle. That angle changes it slightly. Then that one and back again. That one's quite a cool one, I have to say, for your tree harvesting operations. And then back again. But I just think they look absolutely fantastic. Very, very cool indeed. And this one here, again, with the camera options, I think having the twins on this as well. Now, did I set this on lock or not? I'm trying to remember. Because I think this one was more pronounced because I had the twins on it as well, rather than the wides. There you go. So that's the whole thing twisting. As you can see, front to rear. You can see the difference in axle and the twist on there. If I do it now, if we go to there and pendulum lock X, there you go. Whole thing stiffens up, your axles stiffen up, and now you've got axles lifted off the floor. If I press it again, pendulum lock X, it allows for that movement and articulation and everything, which is very cool. And I say this operates in exactly the same way as the base game one does, but if you haven't used the base game one or seen the base game one, we have got right stick up and down, and side to side, does all that. R1, right stick. Sorry, R1 right stick up and down does the blade at the front. So if you're pushing log piles, or you want to raise this off the ground a little bit if you want to, but more for pushing log piles realistically. And then L1, R1, right stick side to side, right stick up and down, opens and closes the claw, which grabs your stuff. And this should carry more tonnage. It doesn't have tension straps or anything like that. Camera angle there. The vision is not great on this. Camera angle there and back out again. So if you want the camera angle on your rear crane grab, you can, like so. There we go. So there you go. That's our John Deere 84X series by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau. I wasn't supposed to be doing all those bits in between, was I? I'm going to get in trouble. Next, and this was one of the ones I've been excited about but dreading at the same time. So, making a return from 82 Studio, we've got the TLX Phoenix Semitruck. Now, the TLX packs had so many different changes. Now, this is not the same pack that it was on 22, because on 22 there were loads of, there was the rigid, there was the ×2 option, there was loads of backs and all sorts of things you could put on the various different Phoenixes, and there were different ones available. This doesn't have all of that at the moment, but I'll be honest with you, it has enough options, as you can imagine, from 82 Studio. 80.46 megabytes download, 17 slots. So this you'll find under your trucks, right at the top, just there. And here it is. There's our Phoenix, 82,119 in its base configuration. Not bad. So we have got configuration there. So it has some sort of set ones already, which the Phoenixes generally have had, TLXs. We've got standard, extension 1, extension 2. We've got configuration 1, which gives you a kind of specialist option version. And then all in, which does that, which again, which is a kind of set version you can pick if you want. If we go for, let's go that, for example. Then we've got our engines. So we've got 485 horsepower, 585 horsepower, 850 horsepower, 1,100 horsepower, 1,582 horsepower. Then back to standard again. We've got wheel brand Continental. We've got Phoenix. We've got Trilex, Vintage, Vredestein, which is, these are all your agricultural ones. I think I went for one to show you the agricultural ones. Nokian, Continental agricultural, and then BKT back to standard Continental. So under Continental we've got design 1, 2, heavy duty, show truck, which I went for because I thought it looks awesome. Show truck 2, back to standard. Under Phoenix, we've got with it white decals, black decals. This is inside the tyre rims. Chrome decals, white decal spikes, black, chrome spikes. Heavy duty 2, back again. Then the Trilex, we've got Trilex style. We've got black, white, chrome, back to Trilex style. We've then got the vintage, standard, heavy duty, Nokian, back to standard. Under Vredestein, we have got, so wide tyre there, agricultural, agricultural 2, agricultural 3, back again. Under the Nokian, we've got twins on the back for agricultural, then agricultural 2 gives you a wider solid. And then the same for the Continental, I think possibly the BKT as well. Agricultural is twin, then agricultural 2, wide tyre, then back. BKT again, twin on the agricultural, agricultural 2, puts a nice big wide tyre on there. Then we've got base game chicken lights, standard or custom. We have got headlights. There's quite a few options here. We've got design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back again, I think I went design 5, but there's a few to choose from on your lights. Bumpers, we've got 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. Did I miss one out? 3, 4. Oh yeah, it's not a 3, 2. 4, 4, 2. Back to design 1. Front grille, standard. Design 1. Design 2. Back to standard. Exhaust setup. US style single, double. Canadian style single, double. If I go for the double, yeah, then we go into the exhaust itself. So we've got stock, straight with flappers. And again, I'm not going to go through all of these, but we've got angled, straight, stacks, high stacks. It goes through various different angles on the various different stacks. There's a whole load to choose from. Back to stock again. Visors, we've got standard. We've got a drop visor 2. That has sort of chicken lights on it as well. And then we have got bow tie 2. That has lights on it. Back to standard. Mirrors, standard. Fender mirrors. Hood mirrors. Back to standard. We've got sleepers. Also, we've got standard sleeper or coffin sleeper, big sleeper. Back to standard again. I think I went for that on one and the smaller one on another. I think. Then we've got antennas, yes or no. We've got interior colours. That's what I'm talking about. This could take 10 minutes alone, and if you've got 50, 60 minutes, that's 5 mods you'll get through. You just can't do it. Standard, black interior, black and brown interior, brown and black interior, red and white, blue and white, black and red, standard. Engine sound 1, 2, 3. Back again. I think I went for a 2 and a 3. So 1 will be a surprise. I haven't done a 1. So vinyls, we've got standard, we've got Longhorn, Nacogdoches, Montana, Rio Grande, Smoky. Back again. I'm going to go for one of them so we can see all the various different options, because then we've got the options. We've got rear bumper options. Got that rear bumper. We've got that rear bumper. We've got that one, which I really like that one. But then we've got this one as a rear PTO, which is quite handy. I think if this works like all the other ones have done, the TLXs, when it doesn't have a trailer hitch, when you back up to something, it gives you the option to hook up. I think, if I remember correctly, that's what the PTO on the back is for, I think, so you can run equipment and machinery if you want. Folding mechanism adds in a third axle, which is liftable and lowerable. We've got main colour. Let's just pick a colour. Does that. Fenders, so you can mix and match. So let's just go with that so we can see. Special editions I haven't gone for, but vinyl colour 1. Let's go for that. Oh, that's a weird colour. I thought that'd be. Oh, they're bronzes. So it's bronze. It's metallic. I'm thinking it looked like a pink. I'm thinking, why is that? That's copper perfection, isn't it? Let's go red. There we go. Vinyl colour 2. Let's go white so we can see it so it stands out. There we go. Vinyl colour 3. Let's go blue. No, that matches in with the vehicle. That was silly. Let's go green. There we go. That's all those options. You've got rim colour, license plate optional as well. Quite a few to choose from. Now again, if I miss something on this, I apologise profusely. So the show truck version, I like it. I mean, I do like it a lot. And then we've got a more agricultural beastie type version. And again, I went for this just to show you that, the patterns, the colour options and stuff. With the various different grills and things. So let's start this up. It is quite loud. You have a Jake brake option, which I think I turned off on this one, but not on the other one. L1 and right stick side to side, adjust our fifth wheel, so we've got movement on the fifth wheel to push it further away or bring it in closer should we choose. R1 and right stick up and down. What did that do? I'm trying to remember. Was that mirrors? This is what I said. Now, it could be one of the options I haven't gone for. Just try and look and see. R1, right stick up and down. Oh, yes, I remember now. If you've gone for the extra wheel, that raises and lowers your extra axle. So you've got a lot of weight on there, you can raise and lower the axle. Thinking, what does it do? That was that. Then L1, R1, right stick up and down. Or was this the one I couldn't work out? It looks like it's supposed to rotate something, but I couldn't work out what. There's our horn, there's our lights. We've gone for the chicken light options and stuff on there. Depending on whether you've gone for the bow tie or not. There goes our various things like LED lighting on that as well, which is quite cool. Then we've changed control grid from truck to mirrors, and we go inside. So L1, R1, right stick side to side. Oh, yeah, it does these ones. So it does the hood mirrors. So there we go. See that hood mirror on the right moving? And then up and down does the left one, so we can adjust those mirrors. Then R1 on its own, right stick side to side does that mirror. And then right stick up and down does that mirror. I think those are the only options. Press triangle again. Yeah, back to truck again. Just trying to think, do I have something else I can try and hook up to? As I say, there's a PTO on there, but I can't remember for the life of me, I'm pretty sure. Let's try one of these seeders. Sorry, this is eating into our time massively. Right, so as I suspected, when you back up, the trailer hitch will become available. It didn't hook up to a 3-point, so it didn't give me a 3-point, but there is a we went for the PTO option. I remembered what the other option was. If we look here, that's a disconnect from that. There you go. So we'll hook up. Let's turn around so the lights can see about it. There you go. You can see now. L1, R1, and right stick up and down does your windows. Look, you can see your windows going up and down. I remembered what it was. I suddenly thought, hang on a minute, I can see my face a bit better. There we go. So there you go. That's the TLX Phoenix Semitruck. Now, like I say, there are so many different options that potentially when I'm showing this, there may be an option I didn't choose that I haven't shown, and that is the only downside with... Very cool. With a lot of options, it is the way it is, unfortunately. There we go. Next, we got this here. Again, I've got this one out, oh, not out, but I've put some stuff in it to show you something. This is the JCB714 by Kenny456, 22.82 megabytes download and 11 slots. So this is a dump truck, and you will find it wherever the two places I found it. Was it under trucks? It might be under trucks. Yeah, there you go. It's under trucks there, under dump trucks, but it's also under miscellaneous. So depending which end you come into this from, there you go, 80 grand for the base model. 9,000 litre standard, which is real capacity, 20,000 litre fictitious, or 30,000 litre fictitious. But again, comes with a warning, a little bit like it did with the case in part 1. We've got Big AT, Vredestein, Nokian, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, back again. We do have wides, twins. I think all of them have a twin option pretty much. There might be one or two that just have a wide option, but having a twin option on there I think is pretty cool. I don't remember the previous version is having a twin option. Windows, we've got standard or tinted. We've got beacon light, yes or no. Attachers, yes or no, with the trailer hitch on the back. So if you want to pull other trailers and stuff, you can. Good thing with this is it doesn't have to be just used for like quarry work and stone work. The back will take pretty much anything. And if you've gone for a sort of the more unreal capacity, but again, this comes with a minor warning. Main color, you can see what the main color is. Next main color, let's change that. Does all of that. Let's just pick a color that stands out a bit better against the, there you go, against the yellow. So that, the second color does all of that. Rim color option and a license plate option on there as well. So we come out of there and jump in and start it up. So I put stones in it. Now I went for the 30,000 litre Unreal, and when I loaded it up, those back wheels just disappeared into the floor. Now that's not, yes, there is some that you can see there. Look at those tyres are properly sagged down to the weight, but it does look like they've kind of blended into the floor a little bit. Plus, when you've got 30,000 litres in there, it feels weighty. I had real trouble kind of getting it to pull away. I can only imagine trying to do stuff in the field, in the rain and stuff in this now, especially with the new dynamics we've got. But anyway, so horn, beacons, lights. I'm not knocking it. You know, people, some of them don't go for the Unreal. Yeah, 100%. I'm just saying, if you do, just be aware of this, you know. Pretty cool. Interior, nice and made and detailed. A nice working environment. Did we didn't have doors and windows, did we? I don't think we did on this version. Nope. So what I'll do, and you'll see as we unload how much it changes its attitude and altitude. Whoa. There you go, see what I mean? So let's unload here. And watch this change, look. It's almost like it's gone from flat tyres to inflated tyres. And at a certain point when I was filling up, notice the whole thing rising up now? There you go, that looks a little bit better, doesn't it? So you might be better off just keeping that in a standard configuration, potentially. That's up to you. But there you go. That's the JCB 714. Did I say for 22.82 megabytes download in 11 slots? If I didn't, I have now. Next to that, we've got this, the Liebherr, with a few different options, as you can see. This is the Liebherr LH26 by Kenny 456, 29.11 megabytes download and 17 slots. You'll find this under, this was excavators, so forestry equipment. Did I go past it? There we go. Excavators just there, 190 grand. So considering the base game ones are a little bit more expensive, it's a cheaper alternative, and the buckets and stuff will do pretty much everything, which is pretty cool. So this, we've got the option of the log grapple. We can have the big log grapple. This doesn't have a tension strap or anything on it. It comes as it is. The clamshell bucket, which is a 3,000 litre. Fast coupler, which means you can then attach anything you want. So anything that any of the other excavators will take, it will take. Harvester head, so if you want to use it for cutting down your trees, it will cut down trees as well, which makes it very, very versatile. We've got wheel brand, we've got Continental, Nokian, Trelleborg, Vredestein, and back again. I think we've got under, what was it, off-roads, yeah, a couple of different options for tyres. Most of them are as they are. They've got arm size, short and long. So yeah, I mean, I have to say, the difference in that, no extra price either. But you might not want the long one. You might be perfectly happy with what you got with that, but that's incredible. It makes, again, incredibly versatile. And as I keep saying, lots of options today. Windows, standard or tinted. Beacon light, yes or no. They come already on, but yes or no. We've got trailer hitch on this one as well. Yes or no. You don't have to have it on if you don't want it. Now it says collision with materials, yes or no. I've left it on yes. Fast coupler auto tilt. Now, if you've gone for the fast coupler option, and then you've got things attached to it, that does give you the option to press the button and it will auto level it. So it puts it into position sort of ready to start work. Main colour, you can see what the main colour is. Main colour 2, let's go green, like we did before, does all of that. And then we've got cab colour, so we can change that cab colour as well. Let's go blue. Don't know why blue, but we did. Rim colour option on there as well. I think those are our choices. So like I say, I thought I'd go for this because I was curious to see whether or not it had a tension strap. So L1, R1, L1, R1. There's nothing for a tension strap on there. Now this does come with an instruction, kind of. And it's curious because I couldn't get it to work, but it says, oh no, that's the head tilt, that's fine. So head tilt is locked during the transport due to stability. It will unlock once you fold the stabilizers. So it depends what option you've gone for on the actual crane end. L1, R1, just thinking that, so that does that, up and down. That does that, and does our rotation. Then L1, R1 does that, and that. Am I missing something? Right. Oh, hang on, what does left stick do? There we go. I'm looking there thinking, hang on, there's 3 options there. There it is. That's rather cool. Wow, that's quite the elevated position, isn't it? Look at that. So there's our camera angles on that. Oh, I'm glad I found that. I was just about to say that it's not there. It must be on PC only. So again, for part 1 or part 2, generally speaking, I tend to find stuff. I don't always. So if you've already commented about that, and then we can unfold the stabilizers, which makes it far more stable for doing any operations, whether you're doing forestry work, logging, you're working in the yard, whether you're doing whatever it is you've decided to do with this. It's a very cool piece of kit with various different options, which makes it very versatile, especially having the harvester head on there as well. I like it. the Kenny 456 stuff, like the Ross and mod stuff, is all brilliant. I mean, I'll be honest with you, most of the mods today have been absolutely phenomenal. Incredible. That's the Liebherr LH26. Next, this should be quick and simple, this one. Where did I leave it? I can't find it. Where did I put it? Oh, did I walk right round it? It's right there. This is what's eating into my time. This is the McCormick Deere W4. This is beautiful. I love the seating position on this as well. EY modding, 7.65 megabytes download and 6 slots. You'll find it under small tractors, unsurprisingly. So, just there, 12 grand for the base model. We've got the 25 horsepower or the 30 horsepower if you go for the Super W4. Wheel setup, we've got standard, wheel weights, rear twins, back to standard, and a license plate option on there as well. That's probably the easiest of the mods for the entirety of today. And it looks great, but look at this seating position. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I won a little bit like this, didn't I, on FS19? On my Apocalypse series, but listen. First person. Oh, it's just a thing of beauty, isn't it? Isn't it gorgeous? Could you not just listen to that all day? I certainly could. The McCormick Deere W4 behind that. We've got the Landini 6L. T4i series by Pepe978. 29.8 megabytes download, 15 slots. And I've put on this mirrors. Why did I put mirrors? Oh, because that was the only options. I thought it was doors and windows, but it was just the mirrors that moved. So we've got a Landini here. This one was small tractors as well, wasn't it? No, was this mediums? Really? Oh, it was. There you go. So there you go. 125,500 for the base model. We've got front linkage. We've got 135 kilo weight, 405 kilo weight, 585 back to front linkage. We've got engine setup, 143 horsepower, 163 horsepower, 176 horsepower. Then we go back. Wheel brand, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and back. And then again, I'm not going to go through all of them, but we've got wides and weights. Actually, I've gone for probably the worst one. There you go. Wheel weights, wides and weights, narrows, rear twins, back to standard. Fender configuration, yes or no. You have fenders on there or not. Front loader attacher, we've got Stoll, quick, Hauer, off. Main colour does the main colour, rim colour does the rim colour, and a license plate option on there as well. So, let's jump in, start that. Notice the body seat come down once you get in. That's quite cool. So, horn, beacons, lights. Turn the lights off. And then we've got L1 and right stick side to side. Let's go inside. So L1 and right stick side to side does that mirror. Up and down side to side. R1 and right stick side to side and up and down does that mirror. We've got no doors or windows. That's what it is. And there's no option to change. We haven't got like triangle for going from vehicle to mirrors to anything like that. This is the interior. I don't want to tempt fate, but I was going to say it's so nice doing mod reviews now, where every time you go to an in-cab view, the game doesn't crash. Because we went through a period of that, and every time I wanted to show the interior of a vehicle, I panicked. It's a nice bit of kit, this. Nice, smooth, tight turning as well. Nice bit of kit, that. Very nice indeed. The Landini 6L T4i series, which brings on to the last of the mods, which is another pack for today and part 2. And it's these. The Fortschritt E512, E514 by Deus Volt, 96.11 megabytes download, 15 slots and 17 slots for the respective harvesters, 15 and 17. We've then got 4 headers. We've got 3 headers like this, standard crop headers, 5, 6 and 6 slots, 4.2 metre, 4.2 metre and 5.7 metre. I'll explain those in just a second. We've got a corn header, which is 3 slots and 3.1 metres. Then we've got 2, I didn't bring the header trailers out, we've got 2 header trailers, which are 3 slots each. One is for the smaller header at 4.2, and one is for the 5.7 7. Now this pack does come with a warning. As I said in part 1, if you watched part 1, when you go for some of the colour options, and again it depends if you've got the colour configuration option installed from Giants, but I found when I went for some of the metallics it caused absolute carnage in here, because when I was changing colours nothing was changing, and then something changed and then I lost bits of the harvester and all sorts. It was, like I say, carnage. So the first one, the E512, we've got railings, roof, old cab, new cab, back to railings. And we'll leave it on new cab for a moment just because of the colour options. We've got design, no, yes, which puts the back bit on there. So rather than having the skirts on the back there, it puts a sort of spreader section on there. We've got design, old and new, which is on the engine, which puts the intake, a newer intake up the top there as well. We've got design, no and yes. What did that do? Oh, that was on the front. That was for these hazard markings around the lights. That was no and yes. We've got attachers short and long on this one. So we've got a long attacher for putting on our header trailer. Then design colour. Now, if you pick the Fortschritt colours, you're fine. Because it changes the Fortschritt colours like that, you know, to the various different ones we have available. Let's leave it on that. We go design colour. That does that top band. So if you're pressing that and wondering why nothing's changing, if you haven't got the cab or you've got the different cab design, that'll be why that option isn't showing. So if I take that off, I know it doesn't. That was on this. If you've gone for that option or these options, that's why that design colour's not making any difference, because it's only for that final cab option. And if we go rim colour, I think that was the last one, was it? Rim colour option as well. Now, will it do it if I try and change this? Because it went a bit haywire. Let's do that. Custom metallic. No, it might be on the... Oh, yeah, there we go. Look. So if I change the colour, that whole back section goes red. It doesn't matter what colour you pick. So if we go back to the standard, it does that. No problem at all. If I do design colour again and go yellow, it puts yellow railings around that, which I didn't think I was changing the railings, but maybe I am. But that goes red. So if you want the red back on that, you can. Maybe that's a standard configuration option. I'm not sure. On to the E514 then. This was the one I think that was more of an issue. This comes with a cab standard. This is a larger, newer version, I guess. 2,500 litre capacity. 2,500 litre with a cover. And then we go 2,800 litre with a slightly enlarged tank on there. We've got wheel setup on this. Standard 2, back again. Design, no and yes. That was on the back again. So you've got standard like that. No 2 puts the skirt on, and then yes puts on the rear dabber on the back. We've got design, no and yes. I think that was on the front again. That was for the hazard things around the lights. There you go, like that. Then design colour. Let's change this again. If we stick to these colours, let's do that. It all changes fairly okay, I think. Let's go for that one, which does that, which I went for. If I change that to, let's say, green, look, I didn't even go metallic. I've lost, look, it's just, what has happened to that? It's absolute carnage. So yeah, I don't know, purple, yeah. It doesn't like it unless you stick to the basic ones. If we go back to that, look, put it still back, no problem at all. So just a warning, and then a rim colour on there as well. We come out of there and we go to our headers. You'll see the 3 headers. So that's for the smaller harvester, the 4.2 metre. That one's a 4.2 metre, but that will go on either harvester, is what I think it says, the 556, and it will go on the 514. So that will do either. And then that one there is for the larger one. That's the E566 one. So that's the 5.7 metre. Options on these are design, crop dividers, rapeseed module, no. Let's go back to that. We've got design, yes or no, which takes off the covers. I went one with and one without, so you can see all the belts and pulleys moving. Design colour, we can change, does all of that. And then you can change the real colour. And this one did work all right, because I went for a metallic, but you can change the real colour on there as well. We come out of there, we go to our corn headers, just there. There's our corn header, 3.1 metres. We can change the colour of it like so. Fairly straightforward. And then we go from there to our header trailers. And there's our smaller header trailer for the 4 metre cutter trailer. Design colour and rim colour you can change on that one. And then this one's just here. Design colour and rim colour on the slightly larger of them. So I didn't get those out. But what I have always loved about this mod pack in the various different configurations. When you start this up and it starts running, is how it shakes, and all of the items on here, everything moves, and it looks fantastic. Let's bring this round into the light so you can see. So let's do our lights, horn, pipe out. We do have L1, is it R1? L1, R1, raise crane tool. Left stick side to side opens the cover on that one that way. On the other one it opens up the other way, so you can open and close the cover. Beacons if you've gone for them. Let's turn this header on, because look. Everything starts moving, the whole harvester starts shaking. Look at it, I love that. It's not the first one that's ever done it, but pretty cool. Now on the header we have got the option to raise and lower the reel, bring the reel in and out, and obviously we can raise and lower the whole setup. First person, looks like this. Again, depending on what you've gone for. If you've gone for the cab version, I went for the open version. I kind of like it. It's very Bison-esque. Turn the engine off on that one. They look brilliant. So it's just that colour configuration thing, which is a bit peculiar. And this one has a cab, as you can see. Start this up. Lights. Lights. Beacon on the roof. This one opens slightly differently. So L1, R1, raise crane tool opens that up that way. Nice sound effects on that as well. So it's pretty cool. We can on both as well, enable and disable straw swath. But I couldn't see what. I don't think anything actually changed. I mean, it does change. It will enable or disable the straw swath. There's nothing mechanical that you could see that did anything. Did we have a door or window? I don't think we did. It was just opening and closing that. Interior on this one again, like we've gone cab on this, so there we go. Let's turn this on. This should adjust slightly when we go because it's sorghum. See the shake that. There you go. Header raises ever so slightly. Just take the heads off the sorghum, and away we go. Again, I can only apologise for this being in two parts. I wrote all the notes out, I made on my list, I'm looking thinking I'll get that all into one. It was just too many options across too many mods to get all into one. But a really cool selection of vehicles, equipment, machinery today. And this is one of those ones where it's in two parts, and often I will do all of the buildings and productions in the first part, then the machinery and vehicles in the second. This has got vehicles and machinery in both parts. So if you didn't watch part one, I would urge you to watch it because there's some very cool stuff in that as well. So there we go. That's it for part two of the mods for Thursday, 3rd of April, and in general, the mods for the 3rd of April. I hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.